Hi everyone, today's illustration is number 21 and the word is furious. Now I had one attempt at this and it was quite funny because when I started painting the girl I had nothing particular in my mind, but as soon as I got to the eye area the girl looked completely and utterly like Karine Roitfeld. Sorry for my voice. If you don't know who she is, she's Harper's Bazaar global fashion editor, and there is something I find very strange about the makeup choices of this woman, and the her eyes are set quite deep. She has incredibly dark and bushy eyebrows, and then she goes on, and then also kind of gives her or chooses to wear a very smoky eye, so the whole thing makes her eyes look even smaller. And I don't know, so it's the look that she goes for that kind of inspired me. And she naturally, if she wouldn't smile, she just constantly has that furious facial expression about her. So I thought it would be perfect to paint her. Now, as it happens, I might not get my illustration today to look like the one that I've done originally, but this is just a heads up. So let's go and start. Okay, so I decided to do this illustration in real time because it was very quick, and I'm just going to talk you through the process. So, just to explain, I'm not criticizing her makeup choices in any way. I do find that her makeup choices make her stand out and look quite different to anyone else, really. And I do find it's quite interesting because obviously Anna Wintour being the American Vogue editor, and Karine was the French Vogue editor previously, and what there is a similarity between them. What connects them in a way is that obviously Anna Wintour has this very strong bob kind of look that she sort of almost hides behind that fringe, and she can't even imagine to have any other hairstyles. I have heard her talk about her hairstyle in an interview, and Karine, in a way, she's very dedicated to the makeup look that she feels comfortable in. It's like almost sort of like a security or confidence boost in a way that makes these women feel powerful about them, and quite rightly so. I think that makeup has that effect on a lot of women, and yeah, why not? So I have here already created some very strong eyebrows, and the eyes I tried to make look quite small, and also generally the eyes that I give to my illustrations, girls that I illustrate, are quite open and sort of big. Here obviously I had to adopt Karine's makeup style. And so then I also gave her hair different to the hair that I usually draw, and that again is to kind of keep within her signature style. So here I'm working on the shadowing. The proportions are a little bit off on her shoulders. I tried to kind of make her body lean to the right, but it kind of looks a little bit odd, but that's okay. We all make mistakes. So yeah, nothing really exciting so far. Just working on her shadows, and here I'm starting to create that darkness that I talked about around the eyes, which makes her eyes look even set even deeper, that appearance that her makeup gives her. So she also takes the smoky eye quite low down, as well as into the inner corner of the eye, if that makes sense, as well as just really it seems to cover the entire eyelids with a dark eyeshadow. So here I decided to kind of make it more fashion-like and give her some sort of character to the dress. I didn't know what, and in hindsight I regret putting these bows, because the bows kind of make it look a bit more girly, where Karine is far from it. So I'm pretty much done, and the next stage will be the coloring in.
So here is the illustration. I haven't added any color yet, just because looking back and researching her look, I actually I thought she had something to do with the French Vogue, and yes, she used to be the editor-in-chief for the French Vogue before, and I looked at her makeup, and she always has this like a dark brown kind of smoky eye, so this entire area and underneath as well, so her eyes look incredibly small. But for the lip, she hardly ever wears a color, so she goes for something neutral, and I had to pull my Schminke watercolors out, just because they are very muted compared to some of the other things. So here we go. I watered down quite a bit the color Paraline Maroon, and it's the right color for this look here. So I'm going to give her, I wasn't going to give her any cheeks because there is no life in the makeup that Karine tends to wear, but I'm going to do it just a little bit like this. I have done dabbed it off with tissue, so that's a thing you can do if you want to suggest a blush but you don't want it to be too strong. I'm trying to get the right amount, so here, now I'm happy. So with the dress, I think I should have just kept it quite simple, but I decided to give her something because she is this editor of Vogue, so you would expect her to do some sort of crazy fashion choices, or to make crazy fashion choices. Sorry, I'm just trying to find where to place my humongous Schminke palette without it going everywhere. So as we speak, I'm going to add actually a few more details just to make it a bit more fashion like, and I'm going to add these strips further onto her dress, just to suggest a bit more structure, and I think that kind of does it really well to finish it. I'm also going to take my Pilot G-Tech 4 and go back in where I want a little bit more detail, and possibly just go back in and do that. Her eyebrows came out beautifully bushy, just like Karine likes them. So I'm just going to go ahead and do these bows. Something is missing here, but I don't want to overdo it, but I'm not sure what to add, so I think I might just go ahead and add a little V to the dress, just to make it look a bit more finished. So I think I will stop here. Okay, it kind of looks a bit flat, this area, so I'm just going to suggest a little boop boob situation. Okay, so here's my Karine Reutefeldt, and I do think she came out quite well. That kind of super furious natural eye look that she always has going on worked quite well, so I'm just going to give her a little ear. Okay, so this is it. Thanks for watching and see you tomorrow.